Now we're going to start talking about the different postmodern approaches that we discussed this quarter. Collaborative therapy takes a social constructionist philosophical stance. It is not a technique to use, but a process. The therapists focus on having a two-way dialogical conversation with the client in order for them to create a more successful understanding of themselves. There is no hierarchy during the sessions. Instead, both the client and therapist are on the same level of wanting to understand and learn more. There are no sets of questions that are being asked. Instead, the dialogue between the client and therapist just flows amongst one another, and their concerns are explored and exchanged. The content of each session is not controlled or directed in any way by the therapist. Although the client is coming in to see a therapist who is considered actually to be an expert in their field, with collaborative therapy, they will see themselves become the expert, and the professional will take a back seat. Seeing and understanding the client from their own words and point of view is a main component of this theory. Many times the client will come in and not know how to describe what they are feeling. The therapist will not explain to them what they are feeling, but through conversation will ask out of curiosity to help have a better understanding. When the client says things out loud and hears what he's saying, they may have thought what their original problem may have been was actually not the problem, but through their exploration of new meaning, found something else that most likely was the root of the problem. Through their words, they are able to see connections, or in some cases, notice there are no connections where they once thought. Creating new meanings may help the client's problem go away because they are able to create a new way of thinking for that situation. Collaborative therapists must do the same as well as going in with an open mind and without any preconceived notions of what they think could be the problem. Clients are experts on their own lives and will be the most helpful tool throughout the sessions. If the therapy is not going the way the client wants, they are able to inform the therapist they would like to work with them on something else, and the therapist will agree. Questions are asked because they are very important, but therapists make sure to minimize bias or come off as they are directing the client to respond in a certain way, because they want to make sure they are asking the client questions because of their own curiosity in order to learn more about the client. It is imperative to ask out of curiosity. Some questions can lead the client in a certain direction, and that is what the collaborative therapists do not want.